Hey everyone, I'm Claudette Montana Pattison with Fan Nation Now, joined by Chad Jensen, publisher of Mile High Huddle. And Chad, unfortunate news coming out of Denver, Colorado today. Ronald Darby, cornerback for the Denver Broncos, has been placed on injury reserve. Unfortunate news going into week 2 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How is this going to impact the Broncos defense?
Well, unfortunately, it feels a little too close to the bone to what happened to the Broncos last year after they paid all that money to A.J. Bouye, and then he gets hurt in the opener and they have to scramble. Well, the big difference between last year and this year is the fact that they've got some depth this time around. Not only does Bryce Callahan return to the nickel, but they also signed Kyle Fuller. And then, of course, the guy who's going to step in and kind of bridge that gap is rookie first-round pick Patrick Surtain II, who – he's coming off his NFL debut in week 1. A little bit worse for the wear. He did get exploited, gave up a touchdown. There were rumors that the Broncos benched him because he only ended up playing 17 snaps last week against the New York Giants, although Vic Fangio kind of rebuffed those rumors on Monday. But the onus falls on Surtain. The Broncos still have a formidable, just absolutely teeming with talent secondary. The safeties, Justin Simmons and Kareem Jackson. And then that trio of corners is still legit. Kyle Fuller, Bryce Callahan, Pat Surtain. So Surtain, look, he had a phenomenal summer from training camp to preseason. I mean, his first NFL game, a preseason game against the Vikings, he returns an interception for a touchdown. Very auspicious start to his NFL career. And so I think a lot of fans kind of had their hopes up thinking, all right, it's, smooth sailing from here. But hey, every rookie has to go through some kind of a learning curve. Let's just hope, or at least for Broncos fans, hope that for Patrick Surtain last week getting exploited by Daniel Jones and Sterling Shepard was his, hey, rookie, welcome to the NFL moment. But this is going to test the Broncos' depth and really prove whether or not new GM George Paton, alongside Vic Fangio, made the right personnel moves to bolster the depth of what was just a terrible weakness for this defense last year.
How much confidence does head coach Vic Fangio have in Patrick Surtain that he can really turn things around going into week 2 and really take on that role of becoming a starter?
Well, if you listen to what Fangio said on Monday, all right, in his press conference, once the Broncos got back to Denver, he's still very bullish on Pat Surtain, and that was before the news broke on Darby. Now, obviously, Fangio probably knew yesterday that something was going on with Darby and that he could end up missing some time. So that might have factored into his kind of flowery words about Surtain, but he went on to say things that, look, he deserves to play. You don't often hear that, Claudette, from a head coach talking about any rookie, even a first-round pick, that he deserves to play, right? That's very atypical. But what it speaks to is how dominant and just how good he was in training camp and the preseason. And it wasn't just looking good in practice. He converted that to production in the games, which is critical. So I do think Vic Fangio has a lot of confidence in Patrick Surtain, and I think it is going to come out in the wash. There might be still a few rookie moments. I mean, he is a rookie. There will be a little bit of a trial and error learning curve. There will be some pitfalls. But at the end of the day, this dude was one of the most talented corners in the 2021 class, and kind of being nestled around such a talented veteran secondary, that should help him kind of smooth out the wrinkles, iron out the wrinkles of what is still going to be some kind of a rookie learning curve.
There's no doubt that he had a tremendous college career, but obviously there's usually a jump when you go from college to the NFL. So maybe he's just working out some of those rookie kinks, as we say. All right, breaking news again coming out of Denver, Colorado today. Ronald Darby, cornerback for the Denver Broncos, placed on injury reserve. He's expected to be out for a couple of weeks. Chad, thanks so much for your insight.